It's like Swarovski. What's with the fake black rail line here? They looks too cheap. Good evening guys, I'm KAMPAC Daddy. Today I'm gonna review the 2022 new Toyota Corolla Cross, reporting from Japan. This Corolla Cross, a lot of people say it's quite normal, but it's not normal at all. What are they looking at? So I'd like to review this from a daddy standpoint. Daddy Family Car. This channel is discovering cool family cars with daddies from all over the world. So let's find out the nice family car together. This time the Toyota Nets Otaka no Mori branch cooperated in shooting this video. Thank you very much for the cooperation. So let's start from the exterior. This new Corolla Cross. Just the right size, right coolness, and right price. There must be many people who want this urban style SUV, which is popular these days. Toyota's iconic Corolla's first SUV. The car I borrowed was Z grade. There are 3 grades, Z, G, and S available. The body size is 44 and 90 mm in length, and 18 and 25 in width, and 16 and 20 in height. In fact, the chassis framework is based on the same one as the CHR. This body color is platinum white par mica. Toyota looks good in white. There are a total of 8 colors variations. My personal favorite design point is the blister press on body. It's easy to see in the shade. This blister presses on the rear and front gives it 3-dimensional looks. The way this is made is also very well done. From the side, it looks massive. From the front, it doesn't protrude much. The pressing gives the optical illusion. So this press is quite interesting. It is actually quite difficult to make an uneven surface on a flat steel plate. When you press a steel plate, the steel stretches and contracts, so you have to adjust it well. But there is a dividing line here. You can see. Yeah, as you can see, when the door is open, this is 2 pieces of steel. This makes it very easy to press. It can be pressed with only 2 bends and slight bump on this side. In this way, the cost of press machining can be reduced. From the customer's point of view, they may just think that the blister press is cool, but from the technical point of view, they are doing pretty good job. This is 18-inch aluminum wheel looks like. 2-tone colors are pretty cool. The suspension is strut on the front wheel and torsion beam on the rear. I'll tell you about ride feel in the test drive chapter. Now let's focus on the front. This distinctive front mask is actually a Japan-only front design. North American, Southeast Asian, and Taiwan's version are also available, but they are designed to look like SUVs. I'm not going to talk about whether this design is cool or not. This design is filled with thoughts of the engineers. So, what is the image of the Corolla in Japan? Well, it's a basic car. So we didn't want to make it a little brother of RAV4 with a big grille and top 4-wheel drive front face. Toyota also wanted to give it sporty shape with a long nose, which is popular these days in Japan, and an urban, clean image like an EV, meaning electric vehicle. That's why we lowered the grille position and extended nose to create narrow design. You know, the Tesla also has design without grille, don't you? Maybe you can see a picture of it around here. By making this area as the body color, it gives clean looks like an EV. If so, you may be thinking, what's with the fake black grille line here? I know, this is a painstaking effort. I said the North American and Japanese version have different designs, but this bonnet is a common part. Therefore, the design lines here cannot be changed. So if the grille is completely blocked like Tesla's, there will be no end to this design line. So Toyota had to create a point where these lines converge. So they had to make this fake black grille. Maybe? Then there is Japan original Corolla logo. I think this is a global strategic car, so I wish they hadn't done this. Yeah, it's an oval, so it can fit the Toyota logo, right? Personally, I didn't like this original Japanese market My Coolest logo series. This big C logo makes it look like a polar bear. Then the sparkling LED front light. The inside is blackout painted to emphasize the crystal looks. Whoa, inside modeling is amazing. It's like Swarovski. The blinkers are sequential. The sequence is clearly divided into 4 parts. It looks advanced, but with a cool 8-bit world outlook. The lighting pattern looks like this.
ポジション、ロー、ハイ、ハザード。
Next, let's check the rear end. The design looks simple, but very integrated. The slender length of the lamp unit is just right. It looks more like a crossover wagon than SUV. Oh, this is the key word. Please remember.
ポジション、
The lighting pattern looks like
Hazard.
this again.
ブレーキ。
Looking at engine compartment, the powertrain is a hybrid of 1.8-liter inline 4-cylinder engine and electric motor, which shared with Corolla. A petrol model is also available. You can select between front-wheel drive and electric 4-wheel drive called E4. The transmission is CVT. The engine is mounted slightly in front of the front axle, so slightly front-heavy. Oops, there is a Corolla Cross symbol here. What the obsession? Is it good thing if I found them all? Next, the interior. First, the luggage. It's a little slow to open. Large luggage space of 487 liters. The 100 voltage AC power supply is provided as expected of Toyota. The rear seats are 4 to 6 split and can be folded down. If you reach for the switch, it's a little hard to fold down. It's heavy. Okay, yes, it can be folded. It becomes wider, but there are quite few steps. This may not be the best car for overnight users. There is also straight space under the floor. It looks like it will only hold small items. Let's check it out from Daddy's viewpoint here. Dandy check. Slow. I put a basic size 8-type stroller in it, then I could fit it horizontally. Maybe I recommend setting a string and S-shaped hook on the headrest to hold it upright. Then you can even go shopping with the stroller loaded. And jam protection feature is available. For peace of mind. Next, the rear seat. The doors open in 2 notches. The door linings are all made of hard plastic, but because of fake stitching and such, they don't feel as cheap as you might think. The elbow rest is soft. Nice. It's simple and there is nothing to compliment. Did you think I was going to say that? No, there are quite a few. Here, the side shelves are hidden by a door like an SUV. This keeps your pants clean even after driving through the mud. Also, there is a cup holder here. This is the best position for it. Let's get into the car. Well, it's a waist high, so it's very easy to get in. But because of the pillar here, it's hard to put my feet out when I get out of the car. Woohoo! Because of this sunroof, the inside of the car feels very spacious. I like this sunroof. I'm 175 centimeters tall, and there is room for 1 fist above my head. The front of the knee about maybe 13 centimeters. Also put my toes in quite relaxed. Behind the center armrests, AC vents, and 2 USB ports is available. Good. And also well-made armrest. The bottom of the cup holder is deep enough to hold the baby's bottle. Maybe you can make some milk in the car. Now Dandy check here again. The rear door have child locks on both sides. The ISOFIX brackets are available. Here is a viewpoint of the adult or little child sitting in the rear seat. The big window enough to see outside. You might see police cars, a fire engine, something like that. Checking out the car seat usability. The doors open in 2 notches. It's easy to put in, as expected of an SUV. Well, there is a little bit of pressure on the roof, but the height makes it easy to get the baby in and out. Also, C-pillar is bended, which is nice touch. This is when the door can only be opened one notch, like this. This is how it is always in Japanese parking lot. Even in such a situation, you can somehow access the baby. This is a panoramic view from the rear seat. There are some parts are common to other models that stand out. It may not be the most interesting design, but it is well organized. The silver line leading from the center to the left and right AC vents are three-dimensional and give the impression of spaciousness. Okay, front door. Touch sensitive door locks, smart. The B-pillar is loft textured plastic. The door interior are similar to the rear, but the top is soft material and the armrests are also soft, and the other is hard plastic. The silver lines on the door grips are a nice accent. The inside looks like this. Now let's get into the car. The first thing that catches my eye is... well, not really. Everywhere look, you see familiar units, many of which are in other Toyota cars. Very unremarkable, but no particular complaints. This is important. It may be up to you whether you see it as a cost-cutting product or a compilation of past technologies. I think the latter. It's easy to find fault with anything, but it's much better to get what you need at a reasonable price. No, sorry. Can't you do something about the seat heater switch? They looks too cheap. And one extra unit. I can't follow this. Oh, I was just going to say something nice. The steering wheel is the same as a Venza, wrapped in genuine leather. The switches on the left side are information and the right side are for cruise control. The speedometer has a 7-inch display and optitron meter on both sides. Water temperature and tank on the right, tachometer on the left. The seats are a combination of leather and fabric, and they are stiff enough. Position adjustment is electric, and there is lumbar support too, which is nice. Lifted down throttle pedal, tilt and telescopic is manual. Now let's check the driving position. The brake pedal on the right foot when both feet are closed and extended. There is an ideal position for emergency brake operation. There may be too much room beside the knee to hold on to. Maybe it's because the center console is a shared part. The steering wheel axis is the center of your body. This is a rear view from the driver's seat. There is a quarter window, but the visibility is not so good because of the large door. On the side, there is a triangular window and the visibility is good. But the side mirrors are a bit too big. Although it is fine to have sense of being an SUV, but I think they're a bit too big and could be a bit lower. The front view is clear. Too big. In the center is a 7-inch display audio system, AC vent and hazard switch, AC controls dial and switches. The control dials are not very clickable, but the texture is nice. Underneath are the seat heater switches, which I can't advocate, and straight tray. There is a COROLLA Cross logo here too. No one would notice. On the rear, the drive mode, EV mode, and traction control buttons, a large shift knob, auto brake hold, and electric parking button. The vertically arranged cup holders. Oh, glossy black here too. Pretty luxury. If you open the soft armrest, there is a deep straight space. But this armrest would be nice if could slide forward, I think. The overhead console has automatic anti-glare mirror. Map lights are LEDs. Hey, the texture here is cool. An SOS call button in the center. This is a sunroof open-close button. Shall we push it? You can also stop in the middle. The excellent in release feeling. I want this. So, how was it? Toyota's new COROLLA Cross, exterior and interior chapter. The quality of this car was not superb, but it was well packed with the best parts of Toyota's past. It was like a clubhouse sandwich. Rather than being perfect car, it was more like a necessary and sufficient car with a little extra. Next time I'll be taking you exciting test drive. How was the ride of this Corolla Cross? Please subscribe and wait a few days. Okay, so what's this video? I like this symbol. I hate this symbol. Please let me know what you think in the comment. Even if you become a dad, please write that you think will be a cool car. Now to daddies and mummies around the world, good job today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.